Hi, everyone, and happy Sunday night. I hope you guys are doing well and surviving this environment. You may hear my kids screaming in the background. That is probably the new normal here. So, we have just been given directive to go ahead with the semester. We've all heard the news that we're going to be at this now until May. So, I wanted to create a sense of normalcy for you guys. So, I'm going to be creating a video like this every single week for you guys, and as well as a class schedule breakdown for the week. And that's going to be posted every night, Sunday at 8 p.m. The reason for that timing is just consistency, but also for you to kind of wrap your head around the week ahead. And either you can decide how you want to work ahead, how you want to schedule, in regards to your other classes. And it just kind of gives you sort of that, empowerment, hopefully, as well as that consistency. This is what I do with my e-learning course, and it works really well. So every Sunday at 8 p.m., you're going to see a Google Classroom. You'll see a post outlining our class schedule for the week ahead. Okay, so this is what it will look like. You'll open it up in Classroom, and it will be marked as an announcement. And then you'll have this kind of preamble here where, I will explain a couple of things, and then we're just going to break down the week day by day. I'm going to keep this pretty simple for us. I'm not going to assign more than 2 tasks per week. There's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, I feel very strongly that these are very unique times. And I know that all of us don't have the same kind of working conditions. For myself included, I have to take care of my son all day, and that's very unique to me. So getting down to marking is very hard. So I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys either. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to do. I'm also not going to be doing any testing. I don't really believe in tests as a great measure for knowledge anyways, so this just further kind of pushes me in this direction. So we're really only going to be doing reflections, projects, cases, and lessons. Okay. um, Anything that I do assign, you will have a mark allotted to it, but very little feedback. However, if you do need feedback or wish for feedback, just email me, and I'd be happy to put together a video for you as well. Again, that's not a personal thing. It's just that I don't have the time, and I'm sure that you guys can relate to that. So our week right now, Monday through Friday, actually, this is coming up is actually the Easter long weekend coming up. So we're going to kind of go with the flow with that. You've got 2 things that you need to focus on this week. So the first is the story of stuff lesson. So you've got to go through the lesson, open it up. It will be posted in Classroom, or it is posted in Classroom already. So you can even work ahead now if you really want to, if you're an insomniac and you just want to get started. So the lesson is here. Go through the lesson. There's a video on this lesson. Of course, my internet's crawling right now, but it will load up, and there is a video there for you guys that you have to watch. It's a mini doc. You may have already seen it, but it's about 20 minutes. So you have to watch it to be successful with the assignment. So that's what you're going to do first. Then you've got the reflection assignment. Again, this has been posted in Classroom. You've been given each a copy of this so you can answer your questions directly on the page. And you do need to include citations where appropriate. You can note that in the actual assignment. It's all broken down for you very, very clearly. But again, if you have any questions, just email me. So this is due on Friday, as you can see highlighted in red here. So you have all week to work on that, okay? When you're done that, this is the globalization debate project. I've had to change it, obviously, and I'm giving you a full week to complete this. It's quite specific, so I am going to go through it here with you guys, just so that you have even a more, hopefully, a clear understanding of what the expectations are. So you'll open this up in Classroom or hyperlinked through this weekly breakdown, okay? And this is the assignment itself. So again, you can read through it, but it's essentially what you're trying to do is use COVID-19 as an exemplar for the pros and cons of globalization. And you guys will have to create something creative. So it's a creative assignment using the materials in your own home, obviously respecting the rules of social distancing by staying in your house or within your confines of your home in your neighborhood. To complete this task. And really what you are responsible for doing is try to highlight one clear argument both against and for globalization, using COVID-19 specifically as the kind of exemplar. Okay, so for example, one clear positive and one clear negative impact of COVID-19 as it relates internationally. So it can't just be like a positive for Canadians and a positive or a negative for Canadians. It has to be something that's internationally connected. Okay. So you have to prepare this in some kind of artistic way, or creative way. So don't be intimidated if you're not a creative person. I've given you a number of examples that you can do. And then from this, you're also going to prepare a reflection piece. So I'm only asking for one page, but within this one page, you have to clearly support your arguments. So that means you are going to have to use research to support your arguments. So if you chose one positive for COVID-19, from your research, you have to find research to support why you believe that is a positive. Okay. And there's a ton of fake news out there right now. So be very, very careful where you're finding your information. And I did outline in this again, please read through this document with a fine tooth comb, but I am going to be looking for reputable sources for the information that you have selected. So I recommend .gov, .org, .edu. Because ultimately right now there's just so many opinions and biases out there. So we really want to make sure that the information is accurate. Okay. So you're going to create the reflection piece to the creative. Then you're going to create a citations page, and you're going to also, I'm asking you to create a video. Because we are doing this all through the screen right now, as you can see, I prioritize creating videos for a reason. It's important to me that you guys see me and know that I'm here and I'm thinking about you, but I want to see you too. So the fourth part of this, this assignment is you are going to create a short video clip of yourselves, and you can prepare this using your smartphone devices. I use an app called that I actually have downloaded to my computer. If you have a working camera on your computer, it's called, whoa, I just had a brain, what is it called? I can't even remember at this point. I don't remember, but I will post about it. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Anyways, I have downloaded an app, Screencastify. There, it just came to me. Look at that. So Screencastify is the app that I've downloaded onto my computer to do this. I'm just sitting in front of my computer right now. So you guys can download that app onto Google Suite as well. Or you can just use your iPhones. And if for whatever reason this is an impossible task for you, again, just email me. The idea is, again, to just connect a little bit and also get used to doing this, because if we have like a presentation task, then this is another way that you can connect with me. Okay, so you are to prepare a short video clip. You are going to, in this video clip, tell me how you are coping right now with this climate. What are your fears? What kinds of things have you been doing to support your mental health? And finally, is there anything that I can do for you right now to support you in our classroom? I think that's an important question, because I don't know that anyone's asking students what they need right now. And that kind of bugs me. So that's where that came from. Okay. So for this assignment, this big project, these are the 4 pieces that you guys have to submit: the creative, the 1-page reflection explaining your creative, the citations of these facts, so a separate bibliography entry, and then your short video clip. Okay. Now, depending on what you're doing for your creative, you may have to take pictures of your creative to submit it, right? Obviously, it just depends on what you decide to do. But I've actually included a number of different ideas here for you to ponder. Now, I know like we're not all artists. So again, I'm not looking for you to be an artist here. I'm just looking for you to be creative and try to actually, embody what's happening in the world in more of a creative way. It's actually really good for your mental health to do this in a general sense, to let your mind think in a creative perspective. And there's a lot of different options. So I'm not going to read the list because you can read yourselves. But what I do want to point out is that if you do have another idea here, because my ideas are not the be all and end all, definitely just ask me, send me an email, because I would love to see what you guys come up with that's outside of this list of stuff that I came up with. Okay, so there's a little bit more details here breaking down things. One thing I do want to note, that if you do decide to do a collage of some sort, you do have to cite every image that you use. Or, if you're using a music file of some sort from another artist, you do have to cite that as well. That's really important. But otherwise, I think that I've really put a lot of detail into this assignment. So again, just read this really carefully, and everything should be fairly self-explanatory. So this is due not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. So it's assigned technically on Wednesday, but I'm giving you this now so that you can work ahead. knowing full well that you're balancing a lot right now and that these are very unique times. I want to make sure that you have enough time to complete everything to the best of your ability, because I know you're all still very concerned about university and all of that. So I want to make sure that whatever I do allot marks to, you have more than enough time to complete. If you have any questions, though, again, just email me, okay? And that's it for this week. If you guys, like I said, have any questions, message me. Hopefully this all makes sense. I hope you guys are keeping well and taking care of your mental health and the mental health of your families. That's the single most important thing right now. And again, just let me know if you need anything, okay? I will